playing at an FCS school, you really got to be the dude on the field every single play, every single rep. And like, I'm not saying I wasn't, but honestly, I don't know what I was missing to not get signed or, to not get drafted. Getting the opportunity with the Raiders was like the best day of my life. And like, obviously I was hoping to, get signed, and I was pretty confident like with the agency I was signed to and all the work I had done and how, I did well at my pro day, did the Raiders local day. So I kind of I for sure thought I was going to get signed, but that didn't work out. Most credible accounts on Twitter, I see that I got drafted, like Lyle Santos.
Man, who
OG.
got called? Like, they
exactly. I'm like,
Welcome to City Sports Talk. I'm your host, Roman Marquez. This is my guy, Jelani Fuquay. Today's guest, Arborview made, Vegas raised, 47 career starts in college, Southern Utah University graduate, and only allowed one sack his whole college career. Our guy, Lyle Santos. How you doing?
I'm doing
Big
great,
dog,
man.
big dog. Welcome to the pod, man. Appreciate you coming out, man.
Let's go.
So
Arborview.
we finally got the grit of Vegas. When no recognition when it comes down to football for the linemen, and you got all the accolades.
Yeah.
How do you do it, and where does it come from? Because you don't get the credit, and now you get it all when it comes to accolades.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like breaking it down to the simple stuff, like working hard. You know what I mean? Like praying to God for to watch over me, to bless me with the ability to become a great player and stuff. So honestly, just through work, man, the work ethic. Obviously, I feel like I've had the best coaches in the world from when I was wearing both of these jerseys throughout high school, college. Like having a great coaching staff, having a great support system, all of it put together helps you succeed for sure. So that's what I give it to for sure.
Yeah, support system is big for sure.
Yeah.
So Arborview, I mean, you started young at the high school. Considered one of the more dominant programs now behind Gorman and Faith Lutheran, some of them bigger schools, but a local school.
You laid the bricks. You laid the bricks.
So where does the football even come from? Do you come from a football family?
Yeah, dude. So my dad instilled football in me. Like, I feel like as soon as I was born, you know what I mean? Like, I was meant to be a football player, seriously. Like, I just remember, so my dad's a diehard Rams fan. So I think the first jersey I ever had was a Marshall Faulk jersey. And I literally, like, on Sundays, everyone would be in the house and my dad would have football on. And the whole time I'd just be like running around the house with the football. Like, as soon as I saw football was on the TV, like, I wanted to do it. So
you thought you were running back.
Exactly. Yeah. And honestly, hey, I was when I wore this jersey. I was, dude. I was.
Biggest kid, let him run on the field.
Exactly.
That's all you do.
I was an O-lineman, then I played fullback, but we'll get into that.
Cheating.
Exactly, dude. So I was like right there for the weight limit. Like, you had to be 118. I was 118 on the dot every way in. But no, man, I was just like, kind of born into football. My dad played football. One of his brothers played football as well, but no, man, it was just from me watching on the TV and then my dad putting me into football when I was 8 years old. Never wanted to take the helmet off ever,
so
man.
Are you one of the first ones to go to college for football in the family?
Yes, 100%. I think my sister was the first one to go to college for school, but for me, football, the only one. So
you broke the cycle.
Yeah, I
Everybody
did,
liked
dude.
playing, but you got there.
Exactly. So hopefully my kids one of these days,
you got
when
the
I have
blueprint.
kids,
You got the blueprint.
dude,
You got the blueprint now. So
right out the womb, they're going to be pass setting right when they're on the earth. So
she can come out with a handoff.
Exactly.
That's gonna be the baby outpick.
Yep.
So you were telling us earlier you didn't really have too many offers coming out of high school.
No, man. I only had those two: Southern Utah and Dixie State at the time. Yeah.
Division II.
Division II. One of them was a Division II.
And
then SU's a Division I FCS. But to talk about that, I actually got offered. So the very first, Arborview used to go to Southern Utah football camp. Do you guys know about that? Mm-hmm. It was like a big deal at Arborview. Like,
we used to go to UNLV.
Okay, I got you. The bigger school. Yeah,
we stayed home.
But so the junior Aggies, like my cousin played for Arborview. Shout out to DJ. He played there. Graduated 2011, so he used to go to SU camp. So I knew about it ever since I was like 10 years old. And then freshman year, I didn't get invited to it, but then sophomore year, I'd gone every single year. So that's how I knew about SUU. And then my senior year, we did the camp. I got offered a preferred walk-on offer. That was my first offer to SUU. And then played my senior year, had some interest from some Division II schools like Minot State, Colorado Mesa, but they never offered me throughout the year. And then literally like the end of January, I was walking on campus, like walking to class at Arborview, and I saw the Dixie State coach up there. He was a special teams coach at the time. And I was like, screw it, I'm going to just go introduce myself to him. Like, he's not calling me out of class. Like, I still have the PWO. Like, haven't heard much from schools or anything. So I went up and introduced myself to him, and he was like blown away, like dead ass. Like right from the start, he was like so like grateful to meet me. Like he thought it was like a cool, like a special thing for me to introduce myself to him. You know what I mean? So literally that next day or 2 days later, that coach brought the head coach back to Arborview to meet me. So then I met the head coach. Literally 2 days after I met the special teams coach. And then literally at the end of the next week after that, the whole coaching staff came to Arborview and pulled me out of class. That was like one of the coolest things ever. Like I was sitting in I can't even remember the class I was sitting in, but the O-line coach peeked his head in there and he was like, "Is Lyle Santos here?" And I looked and I got up. I got up.
Them days.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah,
I got up and the whole coaching staff was out there. So I was like nervous but excited. And then they offered me, and then
spot?
that night, on the spot, they offered me.
Shut up.
I swear,
tight.
dude.
That's dope.
And then
You
they
cried?
literally, no, not yet. After school, I probably did. After school, I was like, yes.
You should wait for the rest.
Let's go.
Yeah, dude. So, and then they asked if they could do a home visit that night. So that's when I was like, oh, shoot, I got to text my grandma and my dad, be like, hey, they want to come to the house.
Grandma got
So-
good dinner.
Exactly, dude. I think they ended up just
Order
buying
pizza?
something.
Nah.
Yeah, I know.
They didn't wanna
But
mess
it
it
was
up.
so quick.
They didn't want to mess
Exactly.
it up. That's what it.
But anyways, they came to my house that night. It was a great talk. My family loved him. And the
coach.
very next day, I had my home visit with SUU. So then SUU came, Coach Fernandez, who I just talked to before I got here, Coach Fernandez and Coach Demario Warren. And that's when they offered me a full ride the very next day. So they like put me on the spot. They were like, all right, like they both gave me official visits that weekend. So I was like, man, I don't know what to do. Like I've seen SCU a bunch already. Like I kind of want to check out Dixie State. But then I ended up making my mind like 2 days later, I'm going to SCU. So
during that recruitment process, were they like promising you things and telling you come in, this is what we need you for? Like we have a hole here.
no, dude, none of that.
So
Dude,
you coming in, you got to grind work.
Yes,
you got to
dude.
like from the bottom.
Yes, so like
Nice.
I was actually 220
Nice.
my senior year. So that's probably why you thought I looked a little smaller.
Yeah,
It's like,
just, man, still
dude,
look. I mean,
I appreciate it, but I was 220 my senior year. So I, kind of like tells you why I didn't have many offers. Like I was, in my head, I was a baller, dude. Like I was a really good high school football player, and I didn't even play. I played in like 2 games my junior year too. So
Damn.
my senior year, I balled out and ended up getting the offers. But that was the biggest thing. Like as soon as I committed, Fernandez was like, "All right, every week you got to send me a picture of your weight." Like the goal was 2 pounds. 2 pounds every week
To gain?
Gain 2 pounds, and I was supposed to report like
250,
3 months.
260?
Yeah, 260. I was supposed to report 260.
You could tell them I'm gaining
And-
2.5 and put the weights in your pocket.
Yeah, I know, but that's what I was doing. Like when sorry Fernandez if he watches this, but
Oh, you was tuning in?
yeah, I would weigh in, and then I'd be like 239 still, or like two. I think the heaviest I got was like 237. So but before that, I was putting weights in my pockets and sending them pictures.
He was like, man,
And
this
then-
dude getting big quick.
Yeah,
Man,
but then
God,
on the scale, I'm like 250, but I'm 237. And then I reported 2 days after graduation, and I was 239. Like everyone that knows me knows this story. Like I weighed in at 239.
Coach was like, we got a good one. He gains weight every day.
Yeah, like he's on his stuff, but
What was it about you packing weight? Like what's difficult for you to gain weight? Like,
dude, at that time I just didn't know how to eat. Like I thought like for breakfast a bowl of cereal was enough, and like
Man,
I swear like at that time I didn't know
But they
any
don't teach
better.
you that, right? Like, then you don't
exactly,
know.
like
Hey, you gotta
high
start cooking,
school.
learn how to cook and start cooking for yourself and making
but
it hearty.
Exactly.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like when I was a kid, obviously my parents would like make me breakfast. Like I knew like, at least eggs and toast was a good breakfast.
But
You
you
know
gotta
what I
pack the
mean?
protein, eat the
Exactly.
carbs,
Like,
walk,
you don't know how it works because like when you're that age, you're just like, you don't worry about that much. You know what I mean? You're just
It's all athleticism. It's all
exactly
just
like
talent.
you're in the weight room, you're practicing
That's it,
hard.
yeah.
Like
Well, your whole life coming up too, they're telling, oh, you're the biggest kid, you're big. So you're
I mean,
assuming,
yeah,
look in the mirror, you're the biggest kid.
I'm the big guy, like. But then, yeah, I got there at 239, and Coach Fernandez saw me in the meeting room, and right away he was like, "How much do you weigh?" And I was like, "Under 260." And he was like, "How much do you effing weigh?" Like right away, like on my ass, and I'm like 239, and he was like, "Yeah, you better figure it out." Like he was on it right away.
You better figure it out.
No, back to what you were saying though, dude. Like I just didn't know how to eat like that. Like when you're trying to gain weight. For me, and like I feel like it's fact. You got to eat like every 2 hours. Like you have
What?
to learn. Yeah, dude. Like
6 times a day, 7
exactly.
times a
Like
day.
if you're
But
trying
you
to be
do that as a regular workout, like when you try to build muscle, but
No,
we try
you're-
to pack on weight, that's different. Like,
exactly, but like you're trying to. At the end of the day, you're trying to be an offensive lineman. You got to move bodies.
is
Like,
it six small meals or 6 big meals?
No, what I
'Cause-
was doing was like I was doing like 4 or 5 like massive meals with like a lot of fillers.
Pancakes?
Like pancakes in the morning.
Eat them double layered peanut butter and
literally
jelly
so much
sandwiches.
syrup on there, dude. Like it was crazy.
It sounds
man.
good, bro. If your stomach can handle it, man, that sound
like we were talking about the McDonald's and stuff,
Right,
bro.
just eat it.
McDonald's damn near knew me at that time. Like,
They're
all
probably
the
breaking
time.
you all right.
Get
Yeah.
that sponsorship deal now.
Exactly, dude. I could try maybe in Cedar, man. They probably remember me, but no, man. I reported like way too light, but I ended up
Yeah,
putting the
20
weight
pounds
on,
a lot.
so.
Before the season started?
Yeah, so I got there May 28th. So you know how it is in college. Like you train all of June and July, and then you get into fall camp. So so I got there at 239. 4th of July, like a month and some later, I was 250, and then at the end of camp, I was 270. So I put on weight during camp.
You worked hard. You put you
Hell
was
yeah,
not
dude!
playing.
Listen to this.
270.
Like,
You
yeah,
put on
270.
your freshman year. You put
my
on
freshman year. You got to think though, like I'm in an elite strength and conditioning program too. Like that's gonna play
They
a
put
factor.
31 pounds on you.
Yeah, Coach Andrew Sherrick, he was my strength coach my freshman year, and it was just like, if you didn't weigh, if like you missed weight, like there was a consequence to
Oh, for
it.
real?
Like you were
what?
gonna get punished physically. Like you were gonna roll on the ground for
the big
hundreds
man?
of yards, dude. It's bad. So
Yeah,
like,
you rather gain the weight.
exactly, like you're someone's gonna be on your ass if you don't gain that
And they
weight.
gonna make you lose the weight?
No, I mean now it's oh yeah, now they just like if you got a weight gain guy like or the guy that's got to lose weight, they just make them like walk extra or do a little bit extra conditioning, but
And then like, oh man, get
yeah,
out of
dude.
here. Walking on the SU campus as a freshman, what would you say your toughest challenge was? Like, was it the meal? Was it the physicality of it? Was it learning the play the playbook, the skill set? What was the biggest challenge for you in adjustment going from?
Or even being away from home.
Yeah, dude, literally
then-
everything you just said, everything from like,
What hit you the hardest though?
dude, probably the playbook. Like I ran dude.
But you were so dominant.
Exactly, but like in
said
Arborview,
exactly. Look,
yeah, of
but I
course.
mean-
But at Arborview, it
That's
used to
talent.
be just double wing. You're in a double wing
Uh-huh.
offense, so like people, like I got two of like my best friends. They played quarterback there, and it was like, man, if like we would have threw the ball better, we actually threw the ball in like a spread offense. Maybe they would have gotten bigger offers and stuff like that. But it's kind of the same for offensive linemen from a technical standpoint. Like,
Oh, really?
all you're doing, you're in a heavy loaded 3-point stance, and you're either down blocking or pulling. In college, like I literally had to learn how to get in the stance, like get in my stance, learn how to like have that same stance, run and pass, regardless of where I was going. So literally everything, man. The playbook, the technical aspect, how to like actually like be a Division I college football, like really act like one on and off the field. It was everything, man. Literally everything.
A big learning adjustment curve.
100%,
Like it took you.
yeah.
Was it hard for you?
Hell yeah, it was hard,
It was
dude.
challenging for you?
Already I got there, I was like the weight gain guy. Like I got to gain weight. And then we had our first install test and I failed. I got 11 out of
what's
50.
that like?
Dude, it sucked, bro.
What's that
like,
break down the install test for
oh my gosh.
for someone that
So
don't know.
now it's like, man, I'll do it.
Easy.
I'll do it in my sleep. Like, but then so you got like a thick packet, probably like with Fernandez, dude, it was like 20 pages worth. You'd get a picture of a play. You'd see the O-line, the defense, the formation, everything, and above the picture, it would be the play call. So like at that time, it'd be like draw right scat 60. So from what I remember, if it was right scat 60, it was scat protection. 60 was like if it was right scat 60, it'd be a 3-man short side to the right. You were man on the left. And like I could not draw any of that up. Like I was just not studying enough, and like
They just came and spring it on you. That's out of
well, no, like we had a bunch of meetings before that, and like we go over everything, but I just couldn't like I wasn't doing my stuff. Like I'd leave the meeting room and I'd just go like mess around, like go get food, hang out with my friends, like hang out with my teammates rather than going home and studying the playbook and like getting it down. So I did pass the test, but
was there a lot
yeah.
of distractions at SUU?
No, but I mean,
No, it wasn't fun. Like,
not really.
especially
Like,
being in- no.
well, a little bit.
party
like,
city?
It's not a party city. It's definitely not. But like, it's still fun. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
okay.
there's
You're away from
always
home, yeah,
exactly. There's always
everybody-
guys on the team that throw parties at their house and stuff like that. It's
Everybody
it's
on
not
the
no
same
ASU, but it's still cool though.
to be away from the supervision and with a bunch of people your age doing the same
Exactly.
things, have the same goals. This is just different type of
it's
vibe.
fun, man.
It is a
but-
fun difference.
So
but-
what have you ever had like any altercation on the field or anybody test you as a freshman or like try to get into
Dude,
it? with you?
honestly,
Nothing like that. No competitive stuff like
definitely competitive. Like in my head, I'm
No-
gonna
no
win the
punches
starting
thrown,
job.
nothing like- no one
no, really no, dude. Like I feel like
that. Use the
from-
big dog. That's why.
No, I
They
wouldn't
knew
be
you was
big dog.
coming.
I
They
feel
knew
like
you was coming.
I earned that respect respect like being on scout team though. You know what I mean? Like holding my own, like giving them good work on scout. So I really wasn't tested by anybody. I got like big broed a lot by some of the older O linemen though, like Braxton Jones. He actually just signed a 1-year deal with the Bears. He was a 5th-round draft pick out of SU. He was like my big brother, man.
Yeah, I'm originally from Chicago, so that's why.
Okay,
that's our team.
Braxton,
That's our team.
Don't be talking shit about Brax. Like, everybody's always hating on Brax, man. I'm like, dude, he's a great player, but
he gonna start.
man. He's legit, but
he good.
he would like pick on me every once in a while. But other than that, like no one was really trying me in my freshman year, honestly.
Well, how do you get considered one of the best linemen even start that many games consistently? You don't get hurt, but you guys take all the physical beating.
Yeah, I did get hurt pretty bad actually.
But you start though every single
exactly. So, I mean, honestly, man, dude, what I've learned, like what happens, like I'll get into that, but in reality, there's a lot of luck involved in this, especially at the professional level. Like, and you can look at it as luck. I'll look at it as like being blessed by God. You know what I mean? But to be able to start that many games and stay healthy, it's really just learning how to take care of your body. That was a big learning curve too. As a freshman, you get to the weight room, like you don't need to warm up before the warm up. You know what I mean? You don't need to get your body right for a workout. You know what I mean?
Now you gotta stretch.
As time goes on, those 47 games, like you know what I mean, that puts some wear and tear on your body. So it's really just learning how to eat the right things at the right time, figure out a routine in the weight room, pre-lift, post-lift. Living in the ice baths after practice, like taking advantage of the training room and, utilize the stuff around you. That's how you're able to play that many games, honestly, man. Yeah.
But even so, like you're literally taking punches every game. You're like in a fight, but then you only give up one sack the whole year. I mean, the whole career.
Yeah.
So you're 47-1 overall.
I know, seriously. That's some Tyson shit right there. But no, man, we had I'll give credit to my quarterback at the time, Justin Miller. I don't know how many games I played with Justin. I think I played 35 games with Justin. He's got like 50 starts too. And I think he was really good at getting the ball out. He wasn't a super mobile quarterback. He was like your typical pocket passer. He broke a bunch of records at SU, but he was really good at getting the ball out. And on top of that, just learning really, like with all the O-lines I played with, playing like 5-as-1. You know what I mean? Like being able to pick up all the crazy pressures, the twist, being prepared from our offensive line coach to know what's coming, seeing safety rotations, backer alignment, the front of you, like all that stuff plays a factor.
It takes a team.
Exactly, dude. It does.
But behind that, saying that though, you guys also had a running back that shattered the record for rushing yards.
It was a dog, dude.
So,
hell yeah.
Those yards come down to you guys.
Exactly.
At the end of the day, he can run, he could do, but you guys got to block. I don't care who you are. If you don't have good blocking, you cannot run that ball.
Mm-hmm. And dude,
starts in the middle,
exactly. So honestly, I give that credit to not only to us guys up front in 24 blocking for Target Lamson, but Coach White, our offensive line coach. He actually just left SU for a new job, but
promoted.
Dude, he's at Northern Illinois University now. Yep. Damn. Yeah, so he's at a big program. I love Coach White, man. Shout out to Coach White, but
the Wolfpack, right? Dude,
he just got us right in meetings, like, and he got us right in indies. Like we would drill the hell out of everything. Like we would work our combos, not just like in the UFL, which we'll get to. Like it was the same thing, like just grinding in indies. And we did it so much and we did it right so much as a group that we were able to take it from the drill to the real every practice. And like that's how same thing in pass pro, like pre-practice, always working on the board, the drive catch board, like working my sets on air. If I'm on top of everything I said, like to have that success, it's the work. Like I said, like in the summers when we all go home in May, dude, I seriously think I'd take like hundreds of pass sets on air. Like my uncle's house, I'm not even lying, dude. Like my uncle's house, he's got a big backyard with a bunch of turf. And
nice.
His kids, like they wanted like a dummy. Like, the dummy Bob dummy? Mm-hmm. I have videos, dude. Like I would set that up and like work my strikes against it, work my run blocking against it. So like it's the work at the end of the day on top of great coaching, playing next to great offensive linemen. It's a mixture of things.
You would work on your individual time at your uncle's house? Or
dude, bro, I'm telling you guys, I have so much film. And it's like, why are you filming yourself? But like, I got to make sure I'm doing it right. You know what I mean?
But that's what a lot of the kids, or they forget that. They don't,
dude.
Work on it.
No, like doing, like, especially in high school, like every high school is different. Like kids at Gorman, like they're probably like their coaches are telling them like to get pre and post practice work. Yeah. They're telling them how to take care of their bodies. Not every school is like that. That's
Yeah.
not a diss on other schools. It's just not. Like,
Yeah, it's not.
There's a level to
because
it.
a lot of the former players are coming back to the city and they're getting
Exactly.
Gorman and Liberty and they're bringing
Right.
those programs where they come from. Where DJ start coaching at?
Centennial.
Centennial.
He was the guy that you guys had on last time?
Yeah.
Big dude with the dreads? Okay, yeah.
No, that's
he over in Colorado.
Oh, yes, okay.
Colorado State.
I got you.
So like when they come back to these high schools, they bringing back these D1 programs and
Yeah.
mindsets and work ethic and boom, and now these high school kids are getting what they need to actually help propel them to like whatever they want to go to for the next level.
They're
So
developing.
they're
That's what
developing.
it's
There you go.
about. Like
Yeah, you gotta
talking about
develop.
all the reps that I'm doing in the backyard, like pre and post practice again. Like I feel like that's where great players are made. Pre and post practice
Pre
is
and
just
post-practice,
as important as practice. You don't need to go out there and kill yourself pre practice, like taking it like 10 sets and working against all this movement. You know what I mean? Like you just find out what you need to get better at. Yeah, work the small things because the small things are big things. You know, like work the fundamentals. It never ends. It never stops. Like O-line play, just like anything else in life. If you're not getting better, you're getting worse. You know, so that's how you got to look at it.
They still
But
work. Yeah,
It's a work ethic.
So we
for sure.
get to you're the highest part of your career in college. We get to that pedestal, and then seasons, you're seniors, you're done. Don't get the NFL draft call, but you get an invite to the home team.
Yeah.
What's that like, the Las Vegas Raiders?
Dude, it was so awesome. Like, same with the UFL. Those were the best 4 days of my life with the Raiders. Like, those were the best 4 days of my life. Like,
But it's opportunity for sure.
It's an opportunity. Like, and I also got an invite to the Steelers rookie mini camp too. So I got two NFL
And
opportunities.
You were going up there with Miles Killebrew.
Exactly. Yeah, that's from he's
SUU?
from SUU
Yeah,
too.
no.
There you go.
We know the history a little bit.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Shoot, you guys know LaShawn Sims at all?
No,
I heard of
Henderson,
him.
right?
Yeah.
He went to SU too.
Did he?
He went to SU. Yeah, he got drafted by Tennessee. I think.
They got a pipeline. Look at it. They
Hell
got a
yeah,
pipeline.
dude.
Well,
Yeah.
it started with Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson Boots.
First.
Yeah.
Tyson was first. Yeah.
One of the best probably coming out of that school.
See, Fernandez, we would always do like pre meetings. I'm thinking about pre-practice, post-practice, but before meetings, like to break up the monotony, he would say he'd pull up a player, like an SU player, and we'd have to like guess who it was. Like he wanted to know if we knew our
the
T-Bird history.
that's
And I remember
good.
one of the first players he put up there was Tyson Boots,
Did
and
he
he was
really?
like, "Come on, Lyle, he's from Vegas. You should know that."
know that one.
Y'all would love him, but no,
helps.
man,
That's dope. That's
getting the opportunity with the Raiders was like the best day of my life, and like obviously I was hoping to get signed, and I was pretty confident like with the agency I was signed to and all the work I had done and how I did well at my pro day. Did the Raiders local day, so I kind of I for sure thought I was going to get signed, but it didn't work out, and I still got an opportunity, and I tried to make the most of it.
Where do you think that shortened it? Like where you fell short at? Where do you think you did something wrong, or just undersized maybe, or?
Yeah, I mean, like,
Did you feel like anybody dominated you there, where they took that spot from you?
it's hard to say because I never think about like other people in that sense, but like. I don't know, man. It's just like I feel like playing at an FCS school, you really got to be the dude on the field every single play, every single rep. And like I'm not saying I wasn't, but honestly, I don't know what I was missing to not get signed or to not get drafted. So I don't know.
When you coming out, I mean, cut you off. When you coming out of college and your junior or senior year, were you getting the NFL draft chatter where your name getting
My name was put around there.
that you're gonna get
always on like smaller accounts and stuff, like smaller organizations posting about it. But I was a part of that, and like
you was
there'd
like-
be. I thought I was solid. Like there'd be scouts at practice, even in 2023. It was my redshirt junior year. My strength coach would kind of tell me like. I'd ask him sometimes like, oh, who are they here for? And they would be there for guys like me, Isaiah Wooden. I can't think of too many guys in 2023, but Isaiah Wooden was like our guy. And then obviously senior year, like my O-line coach would tell me like every time a scout would come, they'd be there for me, Targi, LPJ, and whoever else. So that gave me confidence to think I was going to get get an opportunity too. But honestly though, man, I don't know what it was. Like it just wasn't my time. So
Do you know how Vegas found you?
Say again.
Do you know how Vegas found you?
I think just from coming to practice. Yeah, coming to practice. Yeah,
they just kept their name around and after the draft, called you in.
Yep, they came to practice 2 times my senior year, and then after that, I got the after I did my pro day, they were at my pro day, and then I got invited to the local day. So that's kind of how they knew about me.
How is it like you grow up? You said a Rams fan, but you know the Vegas team was here, but then you get to go play with the Raiders. Mm-hmm. Is there any like? Do you get starstruck? Do you see any players like, damn, like?
Dude, definitely starstruck. Like when I first got to the building, I was like, damn, dude, like I'm here. Let's go. Like let's go take this. You know what I mean? Like I'm ready to go.
But you about to get ready to play against Max Crosby.
That's what I met Max Crosby. I met him in the bathroom. It was not ideal, but like I gave him knuckles, said what's up to him.
Man, scoot over, man.
It was awesome, dude. But I was definitely like, I try not to be a fanboy and be like, Max, what's up? But I was just like, I was trying to be a pro. You know what I mean? Like just dap him up. But
you sized him up?
Hell no, dude. He's big as hell, dude.
I'm saying, how much bigger is than you? Because like,
he's 6'5". Like he's a true 6'5". So he's got 2 inches on me. Obviously, I got probably like 30 pounds on him. But like,
you bigger than him, like.
Dude, I don't know. He looked big. Like he had his shirt off and everything. I was like, dude.
Like, on TV, he looked like a monster.
He is. He's big as hell. He's big. Christian Wilkins, I met him too. He's big as hell.
He was there
too.
when you was there?
He was there, yeah. Yep.
You probably got cut at the same time then, huh?
Shoot, yeah. Probably.
You was there?
Yeah, well, no, so.
You were there with the situation happened?
Excuse me, sorry. But
that was a fight or whatever?
No, so that was after.
I
think, is it the kissing thing for sure? I don't know.
Did he pass at a teammate?
Oh my gosh, no. But
you can tell us about that?
No, so I wasn't there for that. Thank God, I guess. I wasn't there, but when I was there for rookie minicamp, he's big as hell, dude.
Big as hell too.
But I remember meeting him. He was like, what position do you play? I was like, O-line. He was like, oh, so we're going to mix it up then. I was like, shit, I hope so, dude. Like, I hope so. But dude, it was a great experience.
Having players like that on a defensive line, all you're going to do is go, man, if you just.
It's going to make you better. 100%.
What do you think? So what was it? Like, what was the.
Like, why I didn't get signed?
What do you think? If you had to.
Not being dominant enough when I got my opportunities at rookie minicamp. I mean.
You got to be dominant?
You
not
have
just
to,
good.
yeah. Like, especially if you're a tryout guy. Like, you got to.
This is real.
Because at the end of the day, like, you can look out tryout guys how you want, but they're going to prioritize the draft picks and guys that put pen to paper at the end of the day. Like, if you're a tryout guy, maybe some teams just look at you as a body, but some teams, like, when I was at the UFL just now, we had 2 offensive linemen that were tryout guys and got signed and, like, played in preseason. So, at the end of the day, like...
Was you getting beat a lot? Because you weren't getting beat at all in college.
No, so definitely not.
Was the level...
Yeah, like, when you're going against a draft pick, you don't think about that while you're playing. Like, you're going to kick his ass. Like, you're whatever it is.
Right, exactly.
You're going to execute. And the next thing you know, he's, like, right by you. You're like, oh, shit. Like,
it was that big of a jump?
It was a big jump, for sure. Damn. Yeah, I wasn't trying to make it any bigger than it was, but... In reality, like I said, there's levels of this. And guys get drafted for a reason. I used to be
every step.
Exactly. I used to be that guy where it's like, man, like you'd see a draft pick and you're like, man, I'm better than that guy. You know what I mean? Like I could play just as well as he can. You know what I mean? But then you're out there and you're like, okay, like that's why that guy was a draft pick. Not only does he have like a 8-foot wingspan, but like he's got great feet. He moves like a cat. That D lineman's hands are like, you know what I mean? Like pistons. You know what I mean? Like. You see why it's the NFL, but as far as me not getting signed, just in reality, man, I didn't play good enough. That's probably what it was. Didn't play good enough. Didn't dominate enough like I should have.
For real.
So you can admit that though, as
exactly,
like a football player.
Mm-hmm.
So what? Let's go back a little bit with your. I mean, you get the call from the Raiders. How's the atmosphere? I mean, your dad's a football fan. Like, how is that even? What's the excitement like in the house?
So. When you if you're not drafted, if you don't get drafted, most of the time it could be different for everybody. Mm-hmm. But usually you're getting a call from your agent, and your agent, like, if you're going to be like, the teams that were like most interested in signing me were the Commanders and the Panthers. So I actually talked to them the most pre-draft. So that's where I had the confidence of getting signed. Like, might be one of those teams. And nothing's guaranteed. Even when my agent told me that, I knew like anything can happen. You know, but. So I got the call from John Feinsod. He had told me that the Raiders invited you to rookie minicamp, and that was kind of it. Of course, like before that, we had like a bunch of people at my uncle's house, and no one like expected me to get drafted, not to get, you know what I mean? We were all just there to celebrate my football career.
And watch the draft anyways.
Exactly. Like, so we're all there. And I remember, like, the draft was over and, like, my phone hadn't rang yet. Like, nothing from my agent yet, nothing from any teams. So just to kind of, like, get away, I went in the back room, and I had my girlfriend come in there with me, and then I had my dad come in there with me. And that's when I caught the call from John. And, like, we were all, like, super excited, like, hugging each other, like, jumping around. And then we left the room, and then I told everyone, and everyone was going crazy. They were all like super happy. And
just like you did get drafted.
Exactly. Just like,
round 8.
exactly.
Keep
like,
it going. It don't stop now.
An opportunity in the NFL, regardless of what it is so precious.
Yeah,
like,
it is.
Look at how many people don't get opportunities. Like Targi, our running back.
Yeah.
Like, great player.
Broke the record.
Exactly. Like, he's in the record books for SUU.
Like, how you don't get a look?
I don't know. Like, he got nothing. One of my best friends, Kanan Yarrow, another dominant center for New Mexico State. He played with me at SUU. He didn't get an opportunity, and he was an All-American in college. Like,
what goes in there? Like,
preseason, he was on the Remington Award watch list for the best center in college football, and played lights out his senior year. Did great.
You need that in a quarterback and play anywhere.
He had the preseason hype and still didn't get
exactly. Yeah, like it's crazy, and I think. The more I look into it, it's just God's got other plans for you at that point. You know, as much as you don't want, you might not want it or you might not like it. It is what it is. You got to leave it to the big man, you know. But that day was so awesome, dude. Like just knowing I was gonna be in a Raiders helmet.
So once you post whatever you post social media, how many friends start blowing you up? How's your phone go off?
Like it's pretty crazy. And you're kind of asking for it when you post something like that.
You want
but
it.
It's like, yeah, I earned that. Like, you know what I mean? And you grow up with people telling you you're not going to play in the NFL, or like you tell them you want to play in the NFL, and it's like, yeah, okay. Like, you know what I mean? Because so many people don't know, not even a lot of people know guys that got tryouts in the NFL, you know, let alone play in the NFL. But even just being a rookie minicamp tryout, it's like the biggest thing in the world. So
I mean, it's an accomplishment.
Exactly.
How you look at
100%. It definitely is. I'm so grateful I got that. But no, it's exactly what you think it is. Like your phone just lights up with like likes and messages from everybody from like that you've known since you were a little kid. Like that were wearing these jerseys with me, you know, texting me and calling me. It's hard because you can't respond to everybody, you know, because there's so many at some point. But that part's super cool. Yeah, exactly. Like what the hell? Like, but no, it's like one of the best feelings for sure.
So you went through the highs of the NFL, the lows of the NFL.
Yeah.
So you kind of probably had a downfall at that point, thinking like, what the hell?
What am I gonna do?
But then you know the UFL comes calling. You actually get drafted.
Yeah.
How was that experience? I mean, it's not, but it's starting to get there. The Rock's doing a great job with the organization, and you get drafted as a draft pick. You didn't make the NFL as a draft pick, but the UFO, you are drafted. Yeah. What's that excitement like for you and the family?
Dude, I got a story for you. So, like, after rookie minicamp, I had faith that I was going to at least get another workout. But, you know, they drafted Charles Grant and Caleb Rogers as, like, interior offensive linemen, right? They signed 3 interior offensive linemen. Dang. They brought in 2 veteran offensive linemen. So I kind of knew, like, damn, I guess it's going to be.
Kelly?
Chip Kelly was the OC at the time.
Got him out of there. Get him out of there.
Yeah, but obviously I don't get signed after that. So I was doing a bunch of side jobs, just trying to stay busy, make some money to stay afloat. I worked in California for my girlfriend's stepmom, who has her own construction company. And at that time, she didn't have a lot of work. So her superintendent was doing like small like side jobs for her, and I started working with him. His name's Ruben. He's awesome, dude. Like he had been doing construction work for the last 30 years, like 30 years plus, like working. So I did that with him for like 6 to 8 weeks, construction type work. We did an outdoor staircase renovation. We like redid the basement apartment of Kara's parents' house. So I was keeping busy, but I was still training, hoping that like I knew about the UFL. But in the summer, there was a bunch going on because there was new ownership with Mike Rapoli, who's a great guy. He's full of energy, like awesome dude. Anyways, like I moved back to Arizona where my agency was to keep training. I knew about a UFL showcase early November, and like a month in training with the agency let me go. And, you know, I had to respect that. Like that agency, AMDG Sports, they have like 30 plus guys on active rosters in the NFL. Damn. So they, you know what I mean? Like, I wasn't the only one, you know what I mean? There was 9 of us rookies, and like I think 4 of us got let go. Willie Lampkin. Do you guys know Willie Lampkin?
Yeah,
I trained with him. He's a small offensive lineman out of North Carolina. He got signed to the Rams. Like
I'm about to say he actually made it to the league.
Dude. Yeah, but
your agency dropped him too?
No, they kept Willie because he's in the
active.
NFL.
Are they making money off him?
Exactly.
Right.
So that's a part of the business. You know, when you're not making them money, it's like they're probably going to go their own way.
They pay for your housing and get you out there to the facility.
For pro day, they take care of you. Like they take care of you. And usually, if you leave an agency, you got to pay them back. But since they fired themselves, since they fired themselves and let me go, I didn't have to pay them anything for the pro day training, which was
How much was that?
Oh man, dude. Just think, I got there January 4th. My pro day was March 25th, so I was there for 2.5 months.
Yeah, bro.
I'm eating 4 meals a day, 7 days a week. Like, it's
house you to a day.
expensive.
Yeah,
So if
you
you
gotta-
get let
gotta
go,
be-
you
yeah.
can acquire some debt before you.
Oh,
go
dude,
in.
100%.
Not to mention the trainers,
That's why you got to
the
be
different
careful
trainers, the
who you
nutritionists.
sign with and
Yeah.
train with, because like
Better read that
you go
paperwork.
train with Duke Manyweather, that's like crazy money. If you don't get drafted and like you don't get signed and you end up like me not playing football, how you gonna pay your agent back for paying that? You know what I
And
mean?
they come for their money too. They want it
exactly.
too.
So, but that agency, like
cold
everyone's
business.
together. Like LaCharles Bentley is the head of the agency. LaCharles is a man. He played 5 years in the NFL, was a Pro Bowl center, had a bad knee injury, and he's been training guys, like some of the best guys in the league the last, I want to say like 20 years or something, but they let me go. And just one of those moments, it's part of the business, it's a business at this level. So
You said Treadwell?
LaCharles Bentley.
Oh, okay.
LaCharles Bentley, yep.
was trying to see where you
And
went
so
to.
I trained on my own all October to get ready for the showcase. I did the UFL showcase. And when I got there, like, obviously I get there, I'm ready to compete. Like, I'm going to
Yeah.
put my best foot forward. I'm going to dominate. Like, I'm going to do great. This is how I'm going to get a shot in the UFL. And I got there, and at first, like, you notice, like, you're around good ball players for most of your college career. Like, you know them when you see them. And, like, it was just like I got there and there wasn't like really any dudes out there, That's no disrespect to all those guys,
You
but
knew
like
you was
you
the-
could
you knew
tell,
you was the-
like,
you was the guy.
Yeah, you could tell, like, damn, like this is either
Well,
gonna
they
be
drafted
great
you
for
for a
me.
reason, too.
Exactly. So I do the UFL showcase. I moved back to Cedar City. I was detailing cars at a dealership, man, and then I started coaching the weight room. So I was doing both of those things for a while, and then the second week of January, it was day 2 of the draft, and that was when they were gonna draft all like the 2025 NFL draft prospects like myself, a bunch of free agents, and then I saw on the thing top showcase guys. So I was like, man, like I should get drafted. Like based off of this, like
What the criteria?
yeah, the criteria, like I'm a part of it. Like I should get drafted. Like let's just let the chips fall where they may, right? And day 2 goes by, I see all the offensive linemen they drafted, and I'm like, damn, like I know there's this like open round at the end, but like what if it's over for the O lineman? Like I didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
Keep in mind, I don't have an agent at this time.
Do you think
And
that hurt you?
say again?
Do you think that hurt you not having an agent?
I mean, a little bit, probably. Like, that's what I'm thinking, like, but then again, the UFL had all this new ownership. So, like, they didn't have any GMs, like, new coaches. So it was hard for agents to know, like, who's in the UFL, who do I talk to for my guy. Anyways, I'm at home that night with my girl, and all of a sudden, like, I get this text from one of the indoor football league guys. Like, he sends me, like, a GIF of, like, kind of like, I told you so. And I'm like, send him a question, like, or a question mark, like,
What you talking about?
what are you saying? And then he sends me these links on Twitter saying I got drafted to the Orlando Storm. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, I haven't gotten any
Did
phone
anybody
calls.
told me
Like,
nothing?
yeah, no
Yeah,
one's
right.
told me anything. Like, nothing.
Wasn't it on ESPN or what was it on?
No, it was just like the draft was like kind of
weird,
just on
right?
social media. Like, that's all it was. Like, big on Twitter. It wasn't like, I don't think it was broadcasted anywhere.
Oh.
So I look at these lists, like on the official UFL website, on the Orlando Storm official website, on like the most credible accounts on Twitter. I see that I got drafted. Like Lyle Santos,
Man, who do I
OG.
call? Like, they get on
Exactly.
there.
I'm like,
The
I'm
email
freaking out,
address,
dude.
like,
So me and my girl are like getting excited, but at the same time, like we don't know if
what to
this is
do.
real. Like, is
Right,
someone
right.
messing with me right now? Like, who put my name on there? You know?
That's me. I started researching
Exactly.
stuff.
So, and then like
That's tight.
the night ended. The one agent that I am signed with now, Alex Kaminsky, I'd been talking to him. I wasn't signed with him though, so I called him that night. Like, hey, I'm seeing my name on these lists. Like, what's going on? He was like, no, you got drafted. If it was on the official website, it's like, you're good, you're in. Like, they'll just call you within the next like 24 hours. And so the next day I go to the weight room, I'm coaching, and then I'm at work detailing.
Wait for the call.
And then,
Look,
yeah, and then
I
I
know
get
you
the
probably
call
think
from
about that all
Anthony
day.
Beck. Then
Nice.
it was a short conversation. He called to introduce himself, congratulate me.
The tight end?
And yeah, the tight end, Anthony Beck. That was my
What?
head coach.
I swear.
And Mark Colombo, also a first round
Mark-
pick.
yeah.
Played 11 years in the league.
Cowboys?
He was my
Yeah.
offensive line coach. So
Yeah.
Beck called me, introduced himself, congratulated me, mentioned he saw me at the showcase. I stuck out like a sore thumb. And essentially that's how I got my opportunity, was from the showcase.
So you quit on the spot right there. You went home.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I pretty much
made it
I
again.
clocked out, and I was like in my head, like, I'm never coming back. Like, no disrespect to them, because I love Tri-State.
You're a
Like,
football player.
exactly. Like, so I left, and then just kept coaching in the weight room, amped up my training. I mean, I was always training. I was always,
you amped it
know
up?
what I mean? Yeah, I amped it up a little bit more, because I knew, like, man, I haven't played football in a year and a half. I'm about to go against the best guys I've ever played against in my life. I got to be ready to go. So,
Oh yeah, it is. Next
yeah,
level,
it was kind of crazy, but that's how it worked out.
So did you meet Dorian or what? Mm-hmm. You guys both know you guys are local guys or what? How
Well,
does that
so
go?
I went up to him. I was like, "What's up, Dorian? I'm Lyle," and he was like, "No, I know who you are. I know who you are." And we kind of chopped it up for a little bit. The first day was kind of busy, so it was real small talk when I saw him. But obviously, I was blocking for him the last 4 weeks. I was snapping him the ball. I was playing left guard. And dude, he's so awesome. Like, he's such a cool guy.
He's
Like,
humble, for sure.
Oh, heck yeah, he is.
cool.
And like, he brought 2 different times. He bought us. So we'd have meetings in the morning. We'd start off with a special team meeting and then a team meeting. So everyone would be in there. And he bought us 150 chicken biscuits from Chick-fil-A twice.
Hey, those are
Yeah,
good.
literally, like, he texts the chat, he texts the offensive chat and be
What
like,
y'all wanna eat?
O-line got you guys Chick-fil-A coming. And we're like, okay, bet. Like, and I was the first guy in the building all the time. So as soon as he dropped it off, as soon as Dorian dropped the Chick-fil-A off, I was like, shoot, man, I'm gonna take like 2 or 3 of them. No one's gonna see. Sorry, no one's gonna see me. Yeah, but yeah. And then he brought us donuts
tight.
and like,
That's tight.
dude,
Yeah,
my
good
boy
teammate. He took
Cole.
care of you.
Yeah,
Yeah,
heck
yeah.
yeah, dude. And my
told-
boy Cole Schneider. He's a starting center for the Storm. He would sit like 2 rows behind me. And he was eyeing me with the donuts. Like, I noticed there were so many, and some guys just weren't taking them. So I was like,
That's my-
dude, you can't let these go to waste.
gotta
I'd
get
like
bigger.
taking a few. Exactly. So, but Dorian's a man. He's super cool.
How long were you down in Orlando?
4 weeks on the dot from, well, a little shorter than 4 weeks because of February, but February 19th to March.
How often did y'all practice in between?
It was like
games and-
3 days off, 1 day, or 3 days on, 1 day off. So
So
we
y'all practice a
practice
lot.
hard. Yeah, we practice
Yeah.
hard Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Thursday was like a walkthrough, practice Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday was off. So it was legit training camp.
No, it
yeah.
is. It is.
So how was that compared to the NFL? What you kind of went through and compared to
Well,
that?
yeah, I'd say the UFL training camp was a lot better because for the Raiders, that was only rookie mini camp. It was like 2 legit practices, like a bunch of walkthroughs. So it's kind of hard to compare. Plus,
Right.
I got good reps for rookie mini camp, but dude, for the UFL, I got over 300 reps during training camp. So like it was way more
Did
reps.
it feel official? Did it feel like the real deal?
Oh, definitely, dude. After that first day, I was like, damn, like.
Because a lot of people are downplaying it, but it seems like they're revamping everything.
Yeah,
and
so
they're
people
bringing
downplay
quality.
the UFL. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I used to as well. Like after college, like
It was the
pre-draft,
XFL.
Exactly, it was the XFL, then the USFL,
USFL.
and pre-draft. I'm thinking like, no, man, I'm playing in the NFL. Like I'm making it to the NFL. I'm playing football at the highest level. And I wasn't like dissing on the UFL. I just wasn't even thinking about it until the time came. Like, damn, I need to play some type of football.
you're out.
But first day of practice, dude, like I realized like this is the real deal. There's a reason why all these guys played in the NFL. Like more than 90% of our roster has NFL experience. Everyone in our offensive line room has NFL experience besides me and one other guy. Like
What they say about you though? Did it tell you that you like?
when I got cut,
They make you feel like you belong?
yes, 100%. Like I'd gotten a lot of, this is weird to say, but like I'd gotten a lot of like love from the coaches, from Coach Colombo, our offensive coordinator, Coach Thompson.
That's a good name,
Our
Coach Colombo.
Coach Colombo, man, he's big as hell, dude.
I know.
Dude, he's so big,
He's massive.
But
That's a good name.
yeah, man.
Go
Then
ahead.
Coach Kitna, he was our quarterbacks coach. He
John
was
Kitna?
his son.
What
It's
the
his son. Yeah,
Oh,
Jordan.
his son?
Yeah, he's super cool.
That's dope.
We had a legit staff. Leroy Glover, he's in the Hall of Fame. He was our D-line coach.
Yeah,
so-
the Cowboy.
But they're
Yeah.
making that so it is if you ain't, you can come and showcase here and get back.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, like the first day of practice, like I realized it was legit competition from the get. And when I got cut, so you wake up, you get a phone call, you go to the UFL headquarters, and you go talk to Coach Beck, and it was all positive conversation, man. It was a great conversation. It wasn't the conversation that I wanted, obviously, because each team has to cut 14 guys, and I happen to be one of those 14 guys. And he sat me down and said, Lyle, you had a great camp. You got better every single day. You were playing physical. You were fun to watch. And just like all good stuff, man, like all positive stuff. Said that, we'd see you be the first guy in the building. You handle yourself like a pro. But, our interior group is a deep group. We're only keeping 9 guys, and they ultimately kept like an extra tackle instead of an extra interior guy. And that interior guy happened to be me that got cut. It was me and another offensive lineman that got
Always
cut.
the interior to go first.
Yeah, but
Do you think? What do you? In your opinion again, like what do you think it was? Do you think the guys that in front of you were better than you? Some of the guys.
it's hard to say that. Like you don't want to say that as a competitor.
Man. Yes, you
No, you know.
You know
like,
who's better. Like all right,
more consistent.
all right.
More consistent.
All
But
right.
when it came to like playing super physical and finishing every rep, I don't think anybody did that better than me.
That's what I'm saying.
Every
It's like,
time I pulled, I'd put my body into it. I was one of the smaller offensive linemen. Like
And you still didn't give up a sack, huh?
exactly. No, I gave up a few sacks during training camp. I'm not
man,
gonna lie.
you let your
but-
record go?
Yeah, I did. I definitely did. But everybody,
No,
gets
everybody
beat,
do.
you know what I mean?
He sat out for a year and a half too. Like you got to get back in the field.
Yeah, so talking to Coach Beck, it really was a positive conversation. He told me, like, if any interior guys go down, you're going to be the first guy I call. He said that to me face to face when I got cut. So, you know, I see the truth in his word. You know what I mean? Like, I trust him. I believe him when he says that. So the best
Pray
thing I
nobody
can
gets
do
hurt,
now,
but
exactly. But that's
the opportunity might come.
realistically, that's how you get another opportunity.
Yeah.
Do you ever do you tell like when Coach Beck talking to you like that, you be like, yo, can you put in word for me somewhere else? And someone else that need it? You know,
They
somebody that
say
need
that. Coach Beck said that.
They say that. Like, I mean, you don't know
we're
nobody
gonna
that need it.
do-
You mean?
No, they even Coach Colombo and Coach Thompson all told me like we'll help you like land at another spot if that if that comes up. But it's kind of out of everyone's control at the moment because
They don't know.
they have their 50. You know what I mean?
guys,
They
yeah.
have their 50 guys. Everyone cut their 14 guys, and like who they have is who they're rocking with until they're not rocking with them anymore. You know, an injury happens or maybe not playing as well. But as far as your question with like guys being better, I'd say more consistent was what it was.
Consistency.
But the great thing, I mean, like I said, even though you didn't get that opportunity right now, there are 3 local guys that are getting that opportunity from Tony Fields, Adam Plant, and Dorian.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it is opportunity. And
It is.
The door's not shut. So where do you see yourself going now as far as football-wise at the next level or next step?
Yeah, so right now, I'm really just trying to take it one day at a time, man. Like, really just focus on the now, be where my feet are at. And, I'm self-aware, man. I understand that, like, football's not forever, and, like, it could be the end, but that's out of my control. What is in my control is taking it one day at a time, continue to keep training, stay in the weight room.
Stay in
I'm always
shape,
in the
man.
weight
Yeah,
room.
stay in
I'm
shape.
always in the weight room. Staying in football shape. And being ready when that call comes, because I do have faith, and I feel like I did play well enough to get another
I
opportunity.
would say, but one more. I feel like one more is in the future.
Exactly,
I feel like one more.
One more
I
is,
feel
man.
like at least.
I do believe it. I'll keep
feel like
praying and
you finna get on
putting the
team.
work in.
You finna get on the
So
team. For
I
sure.
will.
Do you
Yeah.
think
finna get
the
on the show.
IFL or the Arena Football League would be an option to go play?
Dude, they've been chomping at the bit, man.
See,
Like,
you
I've
want
had
the
so
UFL.
many people hit me up about the IFL. But honestly, like, right now,
You got your foot in the door at the.
I do at the UFL. And at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know how to explain this, man. Like, it's not that, like, I'm too good for the IFL. I know what kind of football player I am.
Mm-hmm.
And,
But
like,
do you feel it's like maybe I should just stay active? Because remember you took a year
Yeah,
and a half
true,
off.
yeah.
Let me get some work in.
yeah, I've been thinking about it. Like, as much as people, like, just before this, somebody texted me about the IFL. So,
But we got 2 teams here that you can play
I
on.
know, true. You're right. The Nighthawks,
Stay
right?
home. Yeah, and then they got the Gamblers now.
Yeah, the
for arena
Gamblers.
football.
Okay, yeah. We'll see what happens, man. I don't know yet for sure.
Do you think it hurts your brand?
No, because you're playing football. You're getting tape. You're getting reps and like.
There you go.
And linemen
You
don't
know-
get no brand, right?
Exactly. Yeah. Like it's very
you gonna
rare
get
for
your brand
linemen
when
to
you
have some
can.
brand, but
Not brand
we'll
in that
see,
way.
bro.
I'm saying like this guy he went from NFL and he went to UFL and then
now in the IFL,
arena
yeah.
football. Now he's adult league. That's hurts your
Yeah.
brand. Like this guy keep going
Exactly.
lower and lower. He's not good enough to stick at a certain
Yeah.
level. He keeps going down to the next
Trust me,
level.
dude, all that
Lower.
stuff
Lower.
goes through my
That's what I'm
head
saying.
for
Like,
sure.
you gotta
But
make sure you.
we'll see what happens, man. I had a feeling you were gonna
Yeah.
bring that up, like. Because, like I said, in Vegas, like there's the Raiders, and then they do have the indoor football.
Yeah, we
team.
bounce.
But you
Yeah,
get to
it's about-
see, your
legit.
family get to see you though.
True,
You're
you're
home,
right.
you get
You're
the-
right.
There's
that
that uniform's on you.
Yeah. Did they send you here to talk to me or something? No. But no, man. Like I said, we'll see what happens.
I mean, Adam Plant played there. and
I know, and he's
won a
back in the
championship
UFL.
and
Is he in the UFL?
Yeah,
Yeah,
He
he's back in, yeah.
He's on
He
the
made
team.
the roster, yeah.
Did he really?
Yeah, with the
We went out
Aviators
to see him
or-
play. We went out to see
Dude,
him play.
we're playing the Aviators on
Yeah.
Sunday.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's gonna
Are
get
you?
strapped up by our lineman. No, I'm just kidding. But he's a D lineman, right?
Yep.
Okay, cool. But
Yeah.
nah, we'll see what happens, man. I know you got to be like this. The opportunity isn't like there forever. So
Yeah.
like I got to really like make up my mind soon. But I don't know yet.
Have
man.
you ever felt like any point during your career like this may be it? This might be my last game.
I don't know, like not really. Like I'm a big believer in manifestation and the law of attraction and
still
like
can see it.
you know what I mean? And like at the end of the day, it's up to God. Like I said,
Yeah.
like I can't say that enough. Like I'm a big believer in God and it's in his hands. But like no, I don't think it's over. Like I just don't. And I never really did either. Like, of course it'd come in my head every once in a while and you think about it. Like when you're doing construction work and the phone's not ringing, you're not getting any workouts,
Just
no
God
type of
testing your
love.
patience.
It's like, man, like maybe it is, but in my head I'm like, no, it's not. No
it's
way.
not.
Like
You
I'm
gotta
too
be
good of a
patient. You gotta
football
be
player to have it be done, you know? And I know you got to be real with yourself at some point, but like I just kept believing that I was going to get another opportunity and I got one with the UFL. And I'm in this position, and like I still believe I'm going to get another one somehow, some way. And I could be wrong, but I'm sticking with being right.
You
It's
gotta
gonna happen.
you gotta keep a cheerful spirit. Yeah,
Exactly.
But
So
what everybody says about you, I mean, I don't think you're too far off from those chances at least.
no, heck no, man. Like no way.
Like
It's-
you're there, you're that close every single
Yeah.
time. It's just you're not
Exactly.
making it. And which is like every player we've talked to, everybody from Vegas is pretty much similar story.
Yeah, it's everyone's. So you talk about the NFL, right? That's where a lot of us are trying to go. So I'm just trying to get back into the UFL right now.
yeah.
But big picture,
Steps,
it's
yeah.
like everyone's path to the NFL is different. Not everybody's a draft pick and goes on to start their rookie year and put together all these years. Some guys' paths are up and down and sideways, just like life in general, right?
Yep.
But
Some players have to go to the CFL, Cameron Wade.
Exactly. Yep.
Kurt Warner didn't get his. He was in the
Back in groceries,
You talking
yeah.
about construction. All I keep thinking in my mind is like Kurt Warner was in the grocery store. You keep going back to construction. Like PJ
Yeah.
Walker had to go to the XFL.
Yeah.
He was out of college for about 7 years before he got
Yeah.
his opportunity. So you just never know. He hated me.
Ron Smart.
Ron Smart.
Yeah.
You just never know. Like everybody's path is different, and they always looking. So
So honestly, it's like it's just getting started. Your story's just probably starting, and you don't know it. Well, appreciate you coming out. Like, share, and subscribe on the next episode. We'll see you guys then.